Hi ladies and gentlemen, we're live here at the Red Room with a South London rapper today. His name's Joe Brat. So welcome man, welcome to the Red Room. So Joe Brat man, tell me, how long have you been doing this rapping for?
Well, I've been rapping from time, already since back in '04. I first started out rhyming in Swedish, but on a proper level since about 2007, which wasn't too shortly after I settled down in the UK when I started rhyming in English as well. And back in 2008 I linked up with an American-based producer named DJ Isso through the MySpace social networking web. And this collaboration resulted in a number of tracks, 11 of which ended up on Rich Not Arrogant, which was my first solo mixtape released in 2010. And since then I've basically been busy trying to promote this mixtape.
How do you promote yourself then? You say you're on MySpace already, so do you do shows, do you use Facebook, like all the avenues out there? Like,
oh yeah, I'm on Reverb Nation, /Joe Brat, Facebook Joe Brat, YouTube.com/Jimmy Chiba. That's where you can find all of my music videos, 3 of them which are for songs from this mixtape titled What I Wanna, Stockholm to London, and most recently a song called The Realness, which is also my personal favorite track on the mixtape. Yeah. Just felt I needed to point that out. I'll get Twitter soon.
What about Blackberries, man? iPhones? The making of the album?
Well, the making of the album was sort of as a mixtape, but in the form of a street album. The subject matters touches in on everything from growing up in Sweden to settling down in the United Kingdom, but also some social and political issues. And this mixtape was mostly recorded since it was released last summer. I've mainly been doing shows in Lewisham, Brixton, Camden, and most recently also Bar Roomba, Piccadilly Circus, where I've been performing tracks from this mixtape. So 2010 was kind of the breakout year for me. This was when I actually took time to put together a mixtape, do a couple videos. Shoutouts to Jimmy Chiba from Chiba Flicks for making this project possible. He also can find him on YouTube.com/Jimmy Chiba or simply Facebook Jimmy Chiba. Holla at him if you want great music videos at good prices.
You see your music videos, like, do you just work with him, or do you work with a couple of other guys, or like, how long does it take to really make a music video? I know that's hard.
Oh
so
yes, of course.
Is it as hard as it
the
sounds?
first music video that I made, Stockholm to London, was just a basic hood video that we did on a track, spitting in front of the camera in front of our tower block. But that wasn't really a requiring video. While the third and final video of the mixtape was more than a month in the making.
Is that the realness? Is that the realness?
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I don't know if you've seen it, but
I've caught some of it. Yeah, I know it's a big shift from like the original.
Exactly, and obviously that required a whole day of planning, just planning all the shots. And once we were on spot, we came up with new ideas all the time.
Right,
some of them were even sort of improvised, like a sequence where I'm standing outside a Porsche factory in Stratford and a member of staff comes out while we're filming looking at, what the heck is going on here? Which is exactly the reaction we wanted. So it was sort of acting, but real life situation. He wasn't really acting in the same way, but it was something we could only do once, but we did catch it in the video, and it was so funny to watch.
So what are you planning for this year, 2000? March 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you plan doing in about, say, September, October? What do you want to...
Well, hopefully I'll have my second EP entitled Stockholm State of Mind. Well, that's the city where I grew up, so obviously it makes sense calling it something like that, because it's my ways of thinking, my views, my opinions. And I'm also participating in a project by Jimmy Chiba called Operation Blueborough, where I contribute a freestyle and a short interview. And more info on that can be found at bluemovement.co.uk, where you can also download my mixtape Rich Not Arrogant for free. I'm also looking to do a few collaborations with other artists. Got a couple lined up, but won't be mentioning too many. Just watch out for the tracks, or YouTube Joe Brat to keep up to date, or Facebook Joe Brat to keep up to date, as I previously mentioned. Got a collaboration with Young Frankie coming up, probably with singer Lavinia as well. And during March I'm actually going to be quiet on the shows. Got one more at Bar Roomba at the end of April, because now I'm looking to go back in the booth to finish off what I slightly started with Stockholm State of Mind. And who knows, maybe even a couple shows in Sweden, since I'm planning an EP in Swedish as well, which will be more aimed for the Swedish market, since they usually prefer you to rap in Swedish if you are to blow over there, which is due to the fact that then they won't be comparing you to the best English language rappers from America. And that's one way of looking at it. But the reason I started rapping in English was because not everyone in the world understands Swedish, and I'd like to be able to reach out to a wider audience.
Is there a big difference from rapping in Swedish and in Sweden itself to rapping over here in English and over in the UK? I mean, is the demand the same? Is there a big demand for rap music in Sweden as there is in London and stuff, or many opportunities?
The general demand for rap music in Sweden has actually grown a little bigger in the past few years, but generally the local market has never really been that big over there. They're more into American music. Now, some people might be cussing me out for making this statement, but it's when I lived in Sweden, at least the last years I lived there, it was completely dead. No one listened to local rap music. It was all about American. It has since improved, though. Don't get it twisted.
Have you breaking glass ceiling?
Not really, but what I'm doing, I don't think there are too many other people doing it. Trying to bring the Swedish swagger with me to the UK and the rest of Europe.
Pop man's collar, shit, boy. Swedish swagger, man. I like it. So how?
Well, they're very.
We got to do the quick fire questions now. I don't know if you know about them, but they cover everything, and it's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just the first thing that comes to your head. I'll just reel off quick questions. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sprite or 7-Up?
Sprite.
Tango or Fanta?
Fanta.
EastEnders or Coronation Street?
I don't watch any of them, but EastEnders.
EastEnders. Everyone's back at EastEnders. Sam's or KFC chicken?
I'd say KFC.
Would you rather fly or be invisible?
Invisible.
Oh yeah, don't go about that, didn't you? Do you prefer English women or Swedish women?
Wow, that's a tough one. Maybe you'll have to give me slightly more time in the UK. Only been here for about 5 years now. But say there are good and bad things about both of them. Different from what other Swedish men have told me. The Swedish women take you for who you are, not for what you got.
We know Swedish women are pretty laid back. We know that you do the shows, pushing the album right there. You've got the MySpace, you're working with producers, you're working with girl singers, so you've got a lot on. So 2011, your year, would you say, yeah? Back in
Hopefully,
the booth as well.
yes.
Back in the booth. So you know where to find him, just in case you didn't. Tell us the Facebook again, tell us the MySpace, tell us everything.
Facebook.com/JoeBrat, ReverbNation.com/JoeBrat, SoundCloud.com/JoeBrat, YouTube.com/JimmyChiba, and MySpace, well, just type in Joe Brat. Movement.co.uk, featuring Joe Brat, aka Bratman, aka the best export to come out of Sweden since Absolute Vodka.
That's us done. Live at the Red Room. You've heard him, Joe Brat.